Hey guys, J77 here, doing a little update of what's going on with me. First things first, I do have a movie review coming up. It's Skyfall. I did finally see it on the weekend. I will be posting my review on Monday afternoon. The reason why it took me so long to post a review is, one, I'm still having some situations with family members still being a little bit displaced from the storm that we had, and two, there's other issues, personal issue and financial issues, which forced me not to see anything this whole entire few weeks. Nevertheless, I finally saw Skyfall. I saw it on a Saturday. Will give my own opinion on it. On the video, it's going to be a little bit different. I just recently did record a video, but because of how long the video is, I decided to scrap it and do another one that is shorter. I don't want this review to be no more than 7 to 8 minutes long. 10 minutes if I have to go to a sense of detail, but having a video that is 35+ minutes long on a movie, I'm trying to cut that down. I don't want that to be the norm of my reviews. So basically, I'm just going to start over and trim it down. Another reason why the video that I had was that was long was the following. I did a rant on my experience going to this movie, not the movie per se, but the audience that was in the movie. And I decided to do this as this video, just to clarify my experience and why I feel that the rating system is pretty much obsolete. First things first, I'm aware that certain films is going to attract young audiences, teenagers especially. PG-13 movies are very much slippery. I mentioned it before about certain movies, even though they're PG-13 and not meant for kids. Bond is pretty much in the borderline of that. Movie theaters do have a choice, so they'll let a child who's not accompanied by a parent, or teenager not accompanied by a parent, to see this movie. Based on what content they're showing. Sometimes they're more stricter. Some movie theaters are stricter than others. It really does go by what they're trying to show in the film. I can expect that. I expect teenagers 13 and up to be in this theater. That's fine. I do have a problem when parents bring their 3 to 5-year-old to see this film, largely because of the following qualities. One, they don't understand what the hell's going on. Two, they're going to get excited and start screaming at the screen. And three is, what do they really know about Bond, with the exception of what you're telling that particular child? And this kind of stuff happened in my theater. We had a very large group of people in the group with their children. That's not even, you can even tell they're not even 12 years old, but pretty much no older than 6, 3 to 6, in this movie theater. And needless to say, they almost ruined this movie for me. They really almost ruined this film for me, and that's largely because they're constantly talking when the film finally dies down. They're shooting their fingers at the screen, yelling at the screen, basically reciting lines that the movie has said. And this pretty much not only knowing me, but a couple other people who basically said pretty much what I was saying. You send a film about violence and sex, and you let your 3-year-old see this film. And my beef is about this. If you're gonna let your kid see this film, fine. That's your choice. That's your decision. Don't come on the web or start complaining to your congressman why this film is violent. It needs to be changed, the ratings or anything, or why could you Hollywood do this to a film like this? Why is this smoking in this movie? My kids are watching this film. Hey, you bring your 3-year-old there. You should know what you're getting into with any movie. There's a rating system for a reason. Look at the content. James Bond is not meant for kids, at least for kids who fly between the ages of 5 and 10. I'm sorry, it's not. So, if you're going to take your kid to see it, it's fine. Don't complain afterwards. I've seen too many times where you had parents, even activists, complain about a movie, especially films that is straight up rated R, hardcore R, yet they still take their kid to see it. If you take your kid to see Nightmare on Elm Street, that's on you. If you take your kid to see any films that are generally meant for an older audience, that's on you. Again, this is a matter of choice. I understand a lot of people are going to disagree with that. That's fine. You can choose to take your kid to see these movies, but don't complain later on. Don't argue. Don't come out and start saying that these films are too violent or too racist for children, because nobody's forced you to took your 3-year-old there. I can understand if a teenager's there and watching this film, you're gonna have those on the audiences. That's the movie discretion, and to be honest with you, I don't have a problem with that. But when you bring your kid, who you know damn well doesn't know what the hell's going on and only reacting to the violence and mayhem that is on that screen, that's on your responsibility. And I felt that there was I was generally shocked and surprised at how many young people was in this movie. And again, I understand it's PG-13, but just because something is PG-13 doesn't mean it's appropriate for all young viewers. That's just my own opinion on that. And again, there's a lot of the stuff happens to be the fact is that the parents was not being responsible enough to control the kids when they was in that theater. They kept on screaming. The kids kept on yelling at the screen. They kept pointing their finger to the screen when they see that screen. And look, I'm not mad at them for that. They're kids. They're gonna do that. I'm expecting them to do that. But again, to me, they shouldn't have been in that movie theater, at least in that age group. Especially when you had Wreck-It Ralph playing next door. In all, I think that I had a very wonderful movie experience. That much I will say. I'm not gonna tell you my official rating until the actual video come out, but I just found I needed to throw that out there because, as you can see, how long this video lies. This was 1/3 of the movie, me just talking about the experience, and I wanted to keep that separate. But in all, I'm just like this: if you're gonna take your kid to see these films, fine. That's your choice. That's your decision. But be mindful of the movie you're going to see, and if you're going to see it, fine. Don't complain don't come out whining and crying about this film is inappropriate, because you know what you're getting into. I know a lot of those parents know what James Bond is. Especially if you've seen the first Daniel Craig Bond, Christina Royale, you know probably damn well this is not kids appropriate. You may disagree, that's fine. I'd like to hear your opinion on that, but this is something I wanted to get off my chest. And with that being said, I can finally do the review as short length as I can possibly can. I'm working on it right now. So until then, guys, this is J77. I'd love to hear your comments, and until then, take care.